Hello, how are you? I am in Jersey. And Don Breeden, the great one, she is driving. I told her, do not speed, that she has precious cargo in the car. She said she was the precious cargo. I'm excited because I'm here. I'm speaking at the Sheng Auditorium. Where's that?
Englewood Hospital.
At Englewood Hospital.
At 350 Engle Street, Englewood, New Jersey.
At 350 Engle Street in Englewood, New Jersey.
5 p.m.
5 p.m. Let the record show. And so, let me share this with you, what I'm going to talk about tonight. And something that goes opposite traditional thinking. We're going through an explosive time, whether you notice it or not. An explosive boom financially. Explosive over the next 5 to 7 years. And here are the people who are going to win. Here are the people that are going to be in control of their financial future. And I'm going to talk about it tonight, about what it takes. But I want you to think about this. Risk to win. See, most people are not willing to risk because of the fear of loss. And that dominates their thinking. 87% of people allow the fear of failure to prevent them from risking because they think in terms of losing when you risk. That's why we're taught, be ye not conformed to this world, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Don't think like everybody else. Most people have a fear-driven life. I didn't do what I'm doing now for fear that I would not be good enough. For fear, because of my lack of college education, that I couldn't compete with people with PhDs and MBAs. For fear that I didn't have enough money. For fear that I didn't have an infomercial like Tony Robbins and someone to invest millions of dollars in me. And so that fear kept me on the sideline. I was a volunteer victim. And I'm saying to you, this is a brand new day. You want to live your life like you're going to die. Guess what? Because you're going to. Fear has kept most people on the sidelines and in the bleachers of life, being a spectator and taking their gifts, their talents, and their abilities to their grave with them. I want you to like this page and share it. Like it and share it. I want you to like it and share it. Like it and share it now to as many people as possible. I'm going to be in Englewood at the Sheng Auditorium, and it starts at 5 o'clock. The address again?
350 Engle Street, Englewood Hospital Auditorium.
Englewood Hospital Auditorium, 350 Engle Street.
Parking in the employee parking lot and go right into the entrance of the
auditorium. Yeah, you can park in the employee parking lot and go right into the entrance of the auditorium. And listen, you will say, well, I got something else to do. Success is not convenient. You have to make room for it. You got to be serious. I'm going to talk tonight about risk to win. See, most people think risk, and they say, oh my God, I'm going to probably lose something. Listen to me. I finally got tired of being on the sidelines. I finally got to this place in myself when my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer. I said, I promised her that I would take care of her if anything would happen. And I can tell you this, that my mother made sure the 7 children that she had as foster kids and adopted kids, that we never went to bed hungry. Never went to bed hungry. We had a roof over our head, a plate on the table, and clothes on our back. Weren't new clothes, but they were clothes. We wore the hand-me-down clothes of the people that she kept their children, and we ate the food left over from the families that she cooked for. And I decided, I looked around at Liberty City and Overtown, where I was raised, going back and forth, and I just said, this is not me. I'm out of here. Sometimes you got to get up and go to a new land. Sometimes you got to take a chance. I went to Columbus, Ohio. I had one brown suit and $40. I remember asking Bill Moss, the program director, Bill, could you, I know I get my first paycheck in 2 weeks. Can you loan me something until I get my first paycheck? And he said, Les, me and the bank made an agreement. They promised not to play records, and I promised not to loan money. Oh, my God. And so I didn't have any place to stay. I didn't know anybody but Bill, and that was not an option. So what I did, I put a little rock, this is when you were hungry, in the door so that when the door closed, it would not close all the way. And then that you had to go into the door, and then there's another door that you had to put your key in. So I left this little piece of rock in the door so that it would not close all the way and lock. And because I didn't have a key to get in there, even though I was the first one to come to the station in the morning, the engineer would be there. And then I got some cardboard out of a dumpster. I put it on the floor, and I covered myself, and I slept there inside that door. It was in the heart of winter for 2 weeks because I didn't have money to go to a hotel, and I was not going to beg him, please loan me some money. Let me get someplace where I can get a warm bed and sleep. No, I was not going to humiliate